Hi, Casey Durango of Go Keto with Casey here, and I'm going to share with you a quick meal idea. It says a 10-minute meal, but it probably doesn't even take that long. All right, so this is a plate of food that we prepared a little bit ago, and it's very straightforward. It pretty much is exactly what it looks like. It's shrimp and some spinach and some tomatoes and some dressing. Bell pepper in there as well. Sometimes we think that following the ketogenic protocol or an otherwise low carb uh, diet is complicated or it takes, a lot of thinking about it. In truth, I think sometimes we overthink it. Doesn't have to be that complicated. The ketogenic protocol, as I have learned it and practiced it all these 10 and a half years, is keep your carbs 20 grams or fewer, total, not net. Eat fatty sources of protein, limited amounts of non-starchy vegetables, and limited amounts of full-fat dairy if you want. So this is about as simple as it gets. Started out with some just store-bought shrimp. It was frozen, and then gently thawed it out and decided I was going to saute it up with some seasonings. And we happened to be in the store, and I grabbed some spinach. Actually, I think there was leftover spinach from when our kids were visiting and they had gone shopping, and that might have been how that came to be. So the shrimp, nice. I think these were large shrimp. I don't know whether they were large or jumbo, and just drizzled with some Old Bay seasoning. And that's kind of it. Old Bay is very handy to have. Gathered up the other foods. This is a nice, fresh orange pepper, bell pepper. And there is some spinach behind in there, a couple of handfuls of that. Clean it up. And, I happen to have made the dressing. It was like a creamy Italian dressing. But, you can just take it with lemon on it any way you like. And if you don't like the little, I like the little colorful tomatoes. So, a couple of those in there. And again, happen to have a bell pepper and some spinach. So make it work. Gather everything up. The cherries come in a very handy, already mouth-size, bite-size proportion like that. And the only thing I really needed to do was dice up the pepper in kind of strips, nothing fancy. And you can see behind there is the Old Bay seasoning. There's also some eggs back there. Oh, there's a cracked egg back there, and my butterbell. Aren't these cute, these little tomatoes? Now, these are store-bought. We have had 150 billion volunteer marble-sized tomatoes on plants all over our back garden from the last couple of years when we've had them, and they're just springing up everywhere. But these happen to be store-bought. And again, I made my dressing was just essentially oil and vinegar, and man, what else did I put in it to make it creamy? I can't remember. Honestly, I looked up a recipe and did it. Diced up the bell peppers, and that's my butterbell, which is a really cool old school way of keeping butter chilled and yet soft. It's a ceramic thing, which is pretty cool. So I decided to saute the shrimp in some coconut oil, which I like to use when the food I'm sauteing is very light and delicate, like fish or scallops or shrimp, something like this. And then some butter in there as well. So there's just my skillet getting ready, and then when it gets to the right heat, and that doesn't take long, in go the shrimp and the chopped up bell peppers. And with shrimp and scallops and salmon and things like this, you really just want to it's almost just heating through the fish and seafood. Unless it's a very thick, like a steak, a shark steak or something. But the delicate ones, you're just heating them through until they become light pink, kind of like that. And in a bowl, on a bed of spinach, handful of those cute tomatoes, and you could eat this cold. You could have what used to be called a cooked salad. That was all the rage for a while, kind of heating up the greens with whatever you were putting on top. And yum, yum, yum. It was delicious and easy. And as I say, even though the title of this video says a 10-minute meal, it was probably more like 4 minutes. Once you have everything set out and the portions to where you want them, the cooking of the food takes very little time. And there you have it. Meal for two. The larger plate with more food for my lovely mate. The bowl with less food is for me. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll check back again soon. TTFN.